Zoe.
Thank you.
Also, I think Miami is like your home, actually. Your dad had already a house here, and you got sometimes to surf. I think so. You like surfing?
I don't surf very much, but I lived here for a little bit. I went to school here, but I'm not much of it. I'm an awful swimmer, so.
Sounds now speed.
Name and
If I get out of here, I don't know.
How insurgent are you?
It's hard. I have a hard time comparing myself to this kind of a situation because it seems kind of almost disrespectful because it's such an extreme situation. People always ask me like, you know, how would you do in this kind of a world and what would you do? And I'm like, I freak out when my air conditioning breaks. Like, I don't know what I would do. Oh.
Don't worry.
So, I mean, I like to think that if I were in this kind of situation, I would stand up for what I believe in and go against the system. But I have never been in that kind of situation. So I admire these characters very much for doing so.
Christina has a very special situation. And I want to know if you, I don't know, if you do it all that scene when you fall, or you use a
stunt double. It was a little bit of both. Like they had us harnessed in doing like the steps, but when it did get to the part where I was like, I was hanging down, but when it got to the part where we actually had to make that step off of the thing, off of the ledge without looking down too, because we're in a sim, I was so scared. And I could only go like, I could make that step, but I couldn't do the next step, so my stunt double did that part.
That's a good one. It's like jumping.
It was, and my body was just like, I wanted to do it, but my body like wouldn't let me. It was really.
But your mind was not.
Yeah, my mom was like, no, why would you do that? Why would you jump off a cliff? What's going on?
That was good. In the first movie, they have a special part when you choose the tattoos. And you in real life have tattoos. So the tattoos is a kind of expression, or it's like you like to show something. What is the meaning for you of tattoos?
For me personally,
yeah.
There's different things. I mean, some of them are like very personal and reminders for me about certain things, and then some of them are like purely aesthetic. Like I think they're really beautiful, and I really admire, you know, there's certain artists that I like to work with that are just really talented, and I think it's like buying a piece of art in a lot of ways.
Did it here?
No, I've never gotten a tattoo in Miami.
Can't believe it.
I know. You guys have like that show Miami? Yeah, exactly.
That's a good one. And also, I saw a post in your Instagram that reminds me something that happened with your dad here in Miami. He used to be the neighbor of a very prominent guy of radio stations in Europe and here in the United States. And he had a party because of his birthday, and he knocked the door and said, "Hey, I want to invite you to my party." And say yes, and he showed up, and Shakira was there, and she tried to teach him how to dance Colombian music.
Really?
Yeah, and that was like, oh my gosh, that was epic moment for me. And now I see the picture that when he was dancing with Katy Perry in the Super Bowl, I say, maybe Zoe tried to teach him a new move or.
Oh no, I had nothing to do with any of that. No, I sat back and watched. But yes, I posted that thing on Instagram that made a whole thing about it, but it was a joke. I just thought it was funny. Someone else made that, and I thought it was very funny.
But you don't
so
dance with him. You don't teach him.
Not like that. That'd be weird.
That's okay. In the music, are you trying to do something new with Lola Wolf?
Yeah, we have a lot of new music coming out. We're gonna put out like a mixtape sort of thing in I don't know, like in a month or so, and we're playing at South by Southwest, and we're going on tour with Twin Shadow soon. So yeah, it's good. We've got a lot going on.
I saw the cover of the Ocean Drive and say you are amazing. You have a
thank
great
you.
body. I say, oh my gosh, I wish I could do something like that. Show something in your neck or your arm.
Thank you so much.
How hard is a shooting?
I mean, it depends on who you're working with. Like, people were really, you know, everyone was really nice on that shoot, and I was excited to do it, and it was interesting because I was saying we were in New York and it was freezing cold, and we were trying to make it feel like we were like in Miami, and it was hot and tropical. So it was actually kind of a fun challenge to try and like transform like the energy of the room into like this hot, sexy place when it was like snowing outside. So it was interesting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.